Let's go to page 434 and start with number 1. It's just one equation of the ellipse, okay, and having the given four sides and sum of the focal radii. Okay, so you have the four sides, so f as 6, 0 and 6, 6. And sum of the focal radii, and that means 2a equal to 10. So this is information and you're looking for the equation. Okay. Okay. So again, let's go and sketch out the information. It help you to visualize. This is y, and this is x. Okay, so this is going to be a 6, 0. And 6, 6. Okay, so again, it tells the ellipse. So right away, ellipse is going to have this kind of form. So get your template ready. Okay, so that's your template for ellipse. Okay, so first let's go and find the center. So again, the center, by looking at this, you also can use your hand, just go in one at a time. Okay, so center is going to be right over here. And you can just count, it's going to be 6, 3. Okay? Or you can just average the two. 6 plus 6 divided by 2 give you that, right? 6 and 0, you average the two, you add, divide by 2, you get that. So center is going to be a 6, 3. So it will be minus 6, minus 3. Okay, so far so good. Okay, next thing is you have to figure out your ABC. So from here, your A is going to equal to 5. Okay? So start from the center. If you go at 5, that's where the V is going to be. Okay? Again, you don't need this, but I'm just do it so you can, if you need it in the future. Okay? The next thing you have to figure out your C. So again, from center to F is a C. So C, you can either subtract or you can count the squares. So C equal to 3. Okay? So from here, you're going to get C equal to 3. Now for ellipse, A is your biggest number. So you have to use Pythagorean theorem. You have to use b squared plus c squared equal to a squared for ellipse. Okay, so substitute, so b squared plus c squared would be 9. A squared would be 25. So minus 9 on both sides. So b squared equal to 16. Okay? Now, from the center to V, that's your A. So A is always in a long direction, okay, and it's in the y direction. So the 25 is the 5 is in the y direction. So you square that, you have to go under the y. Okay, so make sure you keep track of which one you go under. Again, just look at the direction over here. And by process of elimination, so if A squared go over here, then B squared have to go over here, right? And that B squared is 16. So you put 16 over here, okay, and that's it. Okay, number 3. So same thing. So F is at -3, and also at -3, +3. And 2a equal to 8. So right away a equal to 4. Okay, so that's going to do number 3. Okay, so you can sketch out your information. It will help you to visualize. So -3, -3. So the F over here is -3, -3. Okay, and the other F is going to be a -3, +3. Okay, so right away you know that ellipse is going to go this way. But anyway, ellipse, let's go and get our template ready. Again, for the template for the ellipse, x always goes first and y. Okay, so first we need to go and get our center. So again, average the two. -3 and -3 when you average is still -3. 3 and -3 when you add you get 0. Divide by 2 you get 0. So your center is going to be at -3, 0. And that's going to be your center. So you're going to get y minus -3. You're going to get +3. And you're going to get y minus 0. Okay? The next thing is you have to get your ABCs. Okay, so A equal to 4. So from here, you have to go this way, so 4 would be over here, right? So that's your A equal to 4, and over here C equal to 3, okay? So C equal to 3. Now A is 4, and it's in the y direction, so square that, 16 will go under the Y. Okay, so you can use your common sense. If it's in the y direction, put under the y. If it's in the x direction, put under the x. Okay, that's going to use Pythagorean theorem. Now for ellipse, a is your biggest number, so you have to use b squared plus c squared equal to a squared. So substitute. So b squared plus c squared would be 9. A squared would be 16. So minus 9 on both sides. So b squared will equal to 7. Now you don't want to solve for b. It does not ask you for it. Okay? So b, again, use your process of elimination. Since this space is already taken, so this has to go over here, right? So be 7. Okay. And then you want to get rid of that, so simplify. Don't leave it like that. It looks really awkward. Okay, and that's it for number 3. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay, number 5. Okay, so again, the focus is -2, -3, and 6, -3, and the 2a equal to 10. So right away, a equal to 5. Okay, so again, let's go and sketch these things out. Okay, so -2, -3. And 6, -3. Okay, so again, it tells us it's ellipse. So you have to know your template for each graph. So that's your template. Okay, so first you need to find the center. So again, from here, the center is going to be halfway in between. And you can just average the 2, right? So 6 plus -2 will give you 4. Divided by 2 would be the 2. So it would be 2 comma -3. Or you can just count them, right? From here, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. So from here, so your center is going to be 2, -3. So you're going to have a -2. So x minus 2. Y minus -3 will give you plus 3. Okay, so from here, you put in here. The next thing is, for ellipse, okay, the a is always a long way, so you can see that a is going to be in the x direction. So 5, so a squared equal to 25. Okay, again, a is a long axis, so it's in the x direction. So this will go under the x. Okay, so now we have to find the b squared. Okay, so from this picture, you can see that c equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so c equal to 4 from the picture. So now you can use your Pythagorean theorem. So you got b squared plus c squared equal to a squared. So you should recognize that this is a 3, 4, 5 spatial triangle. Okay, so b should be equal to 3. But if you don't, that's okay. So c squared is 16. A squared is 25. So minus 16 on both sides. So b squared equal to 9. Okay, and you put it over here. And that's it. Okay, let's go to number 7. Okay, number 7 is kind of nice. It tells you that it's a hyperbola. Okay, so you have the four sides at 0, -2, and 8, -2, and difference of focal radii, again, that's 2a equal to 2. Okay, so again, let's go and sketch these things out. Okay, so you got 0, -2. Okay. And next one, that is 8, -2. Okay, so we know that it's going to be in the x direction. So for the hyperbola, okay, that's your template, right? Now for hyperbola, you don't know x goes here or over here yet. So you have to look at your direction. So you can see that this is going to be in the x direction, okay? It's because it's this way. So it's going to open in x direction, so x will go first. Now since x goes first, the y will have to go over here, right? Just by process of elimination. Okay, so next thing is you need to put your centers. You need to find the center. So you just average the two. So it's going to be at right over here. So center is going to be at 4, -2. Right? 0 and 8, when you average, you get 4. Okay, so now you can you put the center in here. So it'll be x -4. Right? 4 goes in here. And then you have a y minus -2. So it'll be +2. Okay. Okay, the next thing is a equal to 2, so a would be right over here. Okay, so that's kind of your box. Okay. Now again, a always go over here, but if you don't remember where does a goes, just look at direction. Okay, so this is a equal to 2, and it's in the x direction, so it will go under the x. So you have to square that, go under the x. Okay, so a equal to 2 and c equal to 4. Right? Okay. So c equal to 4. So again, let's use the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. Now over here, for hyperbola, c is your biggest number. So make sure you know the difference between the two. Okay, so substitute. So a squared, let's get a. So a will equal to 1. Okay, so a squared will equal to 1. B squared, that's what you're looking for. C squared, so over here c squared equal to 16. Okay, so -1 on both sides. So b squared equal to 15. So that's only one place to go. So put it right over here, and that's it for number 7. Okay, okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let's go to number 9. Okay, so you got focus at 3, -8, and 3, -2, and difference of the focal radii is 4. That means 2a equal to 4. So right away, a equal to 2. Okay, so now let's go ahead and sketch out information. Okay, so you got 3, -a, and you got 3, -2. Okay, so this is hyperbola, so you can get your template ready. So that's your template, right? So first you have to figure out direction. So by plotting these 2 points, you can see it's going to be the y direction. So y goes first. Okay? And that means x has to go over here. So again, first you have to figure out your direction. Next, you have to figure out your center. So the center would be right over here. Again, if you average the two, you're going to get 3, comma. When you add, you're going to get -10. Divide by 2, you get -5. Or you can just count the square. So you got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 3, -5. Okay, so you have to have an x -3. Now, you have to be careful where these things go, right? So it'd be x -3. Okay, and y minus -5, so it'd be +5. Okay. Okay, so next thing is, so this is your c equal to 3. Okay, so c equal to 3. Again, a always go in the first. Okay, go in the direction of the graph. So it's going to be in the y direction. So this go under the y. Or just remember, a always goes first. Okay. If you don't remember that, just look it over here, right? A is in the y direction. So a squared equal to 4. Okay, so 4 goes under here. Okay, now we have to, so c squared equal to 9. So let's go and get Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So a squared is 4. C squared is 9. So -4 on each side. So you got b squared equal to 5. Okay, so 5 will go under here, and that's it. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 11. The f is a 5, -9, and 5, -1, and the 2a equal to 6. So divide by 2, so you got a equal to 3. So a squared equal to 9. Okay, again, let's go and sketch it out. Okay, so you got 5, -9. And you got 5, -1. Okay, so again, this is going to be in the y direction. So get your template ready. So since this is going to be in the y direction, so put a y first, and so x will go over here. Next, you have to figure out your center. So again, when you average the two, the center is going to be a 5, right? 5 and 5 is still going to get 5. -1 and -9, when you add, you get -10, divide by 2, you get -5. Or you can just count the square, right? From here you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, -5. Okay, so x minus 5 and y minus -5 would be plus 5. Okay, okay, now 9 squared is, a squared is 9, so go under here. Okay, and over here from your picture, so c equal to 4. Okay, so c equal to 4, I can count the squares. From the center to f, that's your c. So c equal to 4. So let's get the Pythagorean theorem going. So a squared is 9. And c squared will be equal to 16. So minus 9 on both sides. So b squared equal to 7. So put over here. Okay. And this is number 11. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Okay, number 13. So this one, they give you equation and you have to do pretty much everything. Okay, so find the center and foci and identify and draw the graph. Okay, so you got x squared minus 4y squared minus 2x minus 24y minus 39 equal to 0. Okay, so right away you got square minus square, so that's going to be a hyperbola. So right away we can get one of the answer. Okay, okay, so let's go ahead and move this number over and group your variable together. Again, always put a plus between the group and the negative go with the term. Okay, so again, make sure it's a plus over here and make sure this go with the term. Okay. Next, you have to factor out whatever the coefficient in front. Okay, so always double check. So these times I give you that. -4 times 6 give you, okay, so good. Okay. Okay, so get your template ready. Now let's go and do the get the complete square. So from here you're going to get x, from here you're going to get -1. Okay, and therefore you need to plus 1 over here. Right, -1 squared is +1, so you have to plus 1. Okay, now let's go and do this one. So from this you get y, from this you get +3, and from here 3 squared would be +9, but you have to be careful, there's a -4 times that, so you need to get -36. Okay, not just 9, there's a number you have to multiply. Okay, okay, so you end up with a 4. Okay, and the next step is you have to make this equal to 1, so divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So you get x minus 1 square over 4 minus y plus 3 square over 4 over 1. Right, 4 over 4 is 1. Okay, so you want to find a center. So right away, center is going to be at 1 comma negative 3. Okay, so let's go and graph it out. So for number 13, so center is at 1, negative 3. Okay, and from here you got a squared equal to 4, so a equal to 2, and b squared equal to 1, so b equal to 1. Okay, so this is under the x, so remember for the hyperbola you have to draw your box, right? So your box would be from here go 2, 2, and you have to go 1 in the y direction. Okay, so here is your box. Okay, then draw your asymptotes. Okay, and this graph is in the x direction, so graph will go in the x direction. Okay, and let's go and start to answer the question. Okay, identify each conic, so we got that, that's hyperbola. Find the center, so we got that, so you can box your answers. Find the center, then you have to find the foci, so you have to find the, so to find the foci, to find the f, you have to get your c, so you have to use your Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared, so you got 4 plus 1 equal to c squared, so c squared equal to 5, so c equal to square root of 5, okay? Now make sure you mark your point, okay? Your center is 1 comma negative 3, so make sure you mark it down so it help you to figure it out. Okay, so this is approximately equal to 2.2. So from here, you're going to get f right over here, and the f is going to be right over here. Okay, so now you have to go sideways, so you have to change the x. So you start at 1, right? See the 1? Okay, you have to start with this point, so 1, and you have to go this way, so you have to add. So again, when you go this way, you have to add, and when you go sideways, the y stay the same. Okay. Now over here, when you go this way, you have to subtract. So again, you start with 1, right? You start with 1, you go this way, you have to subtract square root of 5, and again, when you go sideways, the y stay the same. Okay? Okay, so we found the foci, so that's it. Done. So its graph, we're done. Okay, so that's it. Okay? So here's your equation. And so it's a hyperbola, it's a center, and here's your foci. Okay. Okay, next one. So you got x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 16y plus 57 equal to 0. So technically this is a circle, okay, because you got something plus something with the same coefficient. Okay, so this is a circle. Circle is a spatial ellipse. Okay, okay, anyway, so let's go and get rid of this number and get our variable together. Okay. Next, let's go and get our perfect square. So this one I get minus 3. So I need to plus 9. So I need to plus 9. Again, just completing the square. This one I get y minus 4. So I need to plus 4 squared 16. So I need to plus 16. Okay. And just double check. Okay. Wait, let me double check something. Minus 6x. 16. Oh, halfway is 8. Oops. Okay, take the half of that, not square root. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so 64, there we go. So half of that is negative 8, square that is 64. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to get, this will give me 7, should be equal to 16. Okay? Okay, and then, so this is a circle, and then what we're looking for? Looking for center. Okay, so center of the circle would be at 3, 8. Okay? Now the center does not have the circle does not have a foci, and you have to draw the graph. Okay, so let's go and draw the graph. Again, because this determines your radius, so both of them are the same. So if you have the x and the y is the same radius, is a circle. Okay, so center is at 3, 8. Okay, it's kind of bad. And radius equal to 4. Okay. Okay, so from here we have to go 4. Okay, and so that's it. Okay. Okay, so here's your equation. This one does not have a foci, so you don't have to worry about that. So center, okay, and that's a graph. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, you got 9x squared plus 25y squared plus 36x minus 150y plus 36 equal to 0. So right away, you got square plus square, so this is going to be ellipse. Okay. Okay, so again, let's get rid of this number and group your variable. Okay. Next, you have to factor out whatever number is in front. So you have to factor out the 9. And always double check. This times I give you that, this times I give you that. Okay. This one you have to factor out the 25. So you can double check. So this times I give you that, this times I give you that. Okay. So now you have to get your perfect squares. Okay. So from here, this I need to get x. From here I need to get plus 2. So 2 squared is 4, so I need to get 4. Now that's a 9 times. So 9 times 4 is 36. So I need to plot 36, not 4. So be careful with that. Okay, from here I need to get y. From here I need to get minus 3. Right, half of that. This times I give me that. So negative 3 squared is 9. Now 9 times that will give you plus 225. Okay? And so this cancels out, so you're going to end up with 225. Then you have to put in a standard form, so divide by 225, divide by 225, divide by 225. So you're going to end up with x plus 2 squared over 25 plus, okay, yeah, 25. And then, so it cancels out, divide by 9, you get 25. So you got y minus 3 square over 9 equal to 1. Okay, so from here we can see the center is going to be at negative 2, 3. Okay, so that's another answer we got. So now we have to graph it out. Okay, so center is at negative 2, 3. Okay, and you're going to, so the biggest number is a squared. So a squared equal to 25. So a equal to 5. B squared equal to 9. So b equal to 3. Okay, so you got to go 5 in the x direction. Right, this is under the x, so go 5 in the x direction. and you have to go 3 in the right direction. And so here's your graph. Now it doesn't ask you to label, so you don't have to label all this. So identify the conic. So this is the ellipse. So we did that, and then find the center. And now we have to find the foci. So that you have to find the f. Okay. So for ellipse, you have to use Pythagorean theorem. So b squared plus c squared equal to a squared for ellipse. Okay. So b squared is 9. C squared you don't know. A squared is 25. So minus 9. So c squared equal to 16, so c equal to 4. So from the center, you have to go 4. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, you start from, so when you go sideways, the y will stay the same. So for the foci, you start at -2, and you go 4, so -2 plus 4 will give you +2. Or you can just look at the point, right? That's your 1, 2, right? Now for this one, -2, you have to go this way, so you have to minus. So -2 minus 4 will give you a -6. Okay, or you can just count it, right? See over here? So it's -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Okay, and so that's your foci. And that's it. Okay, so here are all your answers. So lots of parts. So make sure you go through the list and make sure you answer all parts. Okay?